we started the Elizabeth Coalition to House Homeless because we began to see more and more homeless people that were coming to us.
I came and once again asked for their assistance, and they were there for me again. It was like God just sent this place for me at that time.
This is that little oasis that when you're in the desert, you want to find. So once you find it, you get benefit from it.
Well, for us, it's basically emergency case management. Someone comes in, they don't have a place to sleep tonight, they are going to be evicted, they're having a problem with their landlord, any myriad of housing kinds of problems. First, to make sure they have a place to sleep and then move them into permanent housing, and to develop a support system around them so that they don't go back into homelessness or don't fall into homelessness at all. A lot of times we need to advocate for them because the systems are not user-friendly.
And so we listen to their stories and we try to help them and guide them and support them, because when you find yourself in that situation, you really need an advocate.
Together between St. Joseph and the coalition, they are able to make that difference, not to allow them to be in the street dying.
Well, there's two things that are operating for homelessness. One is a lack of affordable housing, and the other is a lack of living wages. The cost of living in New Jersey has gone up, yet the wages haven't gone up appreciably. For a single person to live in the state of New Jersey, they need to make $17 an hour. For a family of four, they need a base income of $42,000 a year.
There's various resources that the coalition has. For example, we've had FEMA funds.
Well, I'm here to get some rental assistance. I was in an abusive relationship, and my husband was beating me and my children. So I finally snuck out in the middle of the night, and I've been living with my sister for the last month and a half. So I finally found my own place, so I needed some help with some assistance.
Well, I got laid off, fell behind on my rent. I got off unemployment. I found a job, and they still, all the jobs they're just hiring just for 20 hours a week.
I have eviction notice, and they told me to come back. So hopefully they can help me with that for me and my children. And they really do help you. It's a very nice place. Even the people is very nice here.
The coalition has 3 hospitality houses, transitional homes that provide apartments for a total of 7 families.
I was on my way to a real shelter, to be on the street.
I could have been on the street with my kids, not knowing where to go. $110 a paycheck.
The hospitality house is a wonderful, wonderful place for you to actually regroup, and if you were not doing good and you were really doing bad, it's a way of allowing you to see that you can do better. She opened the door, she gave me a key, and it's to a home. It's not a shelter, it's a home with actual uplifting surroundings to express myself and make sure that I keep the faith that I have and to keep moving on, and that there is a bigger picture for me, and what I went through is done and over with.
And my kids can have a place that they call home. They can have a place that they can put their head. They can have food on their table. When my kids were starting school, they gave me the money to buy shoes. I stay here for free. I don't pay nothing. Not only that, I remember I got an opportunity to go interview and I had no clothes. Sister Bree and Sister Mary made sure that I had clothes on me, gave me gas money to be able to go to that interview. And thanks be to God, today I'm working at that place.
The annual Hospitality House Christmas Party.
This is a real Christmas.
The after-school program provides nourishment for the body and the mind. Each day, a different age group attends the program, which includes help with schoolwork.
Florida.
That's Florida. Very good.
Yes.
coalition started the after-school project at a time when there were more and more families coming, and when they started the hospitality houses, these were children from those families and other children that came from families that were homeless.
The children's program here provides a day camp with music and dance, arts and crafts, swimming and day trips. Throughout the year, children are given every opportunity to enjoy being children.
We got a group together, different organizations, mostly churches. Out of that was born Operation Warm Heart, our emergency winter shelter, the program that I think saves lives.
I don't know where I'd be. I might be in a hospital or maybe even dead if it wasn't for Operation Warm Heart.
Operation Warm Heart works to provide shelter to those who don't qualify for public assistance or emergency assistance, who can't get any kind of shelter placement, who kind of fall through the cracks in the system. The Operation Warm Heart program runs from December 1st until March 31st, the coldest parts of the year. We give them a care package kit filled with blanket, towel, toiletries, basic hygiene items, and then they're placed wherever church they go to, a different site each evening.
They have 12 or 15 different churches that are participating. It's just a lot of love and warmth that they share with you. They make sure you're comfortable, they feed you, and they ask if there's anything you need. They sit there and talk with you if you need to talk.
We provide intensive case management with the clients. We develop care plans unique to the specific needs of each client to enable people to get back on their feet so they could be self-sufficient. To get in permanent, stabilized housing is the ultimate goal. But whatever problems there are in between, whatever personal problems there are in between to sort that out, whether that's drug, alcohol addiction, struggling with the mental illness, difficulty finding employment, working things out with your family, whatever it is, we address it here.
What's creating so much hunger and so much homelessness, and what can we do to try to change the system? I remember discussions about whether we should do charity or justice work. You have to do both. I mean, you can't tell a person who's hungry now, you're working to change the system. You have to try to help people with their immediate needs, but also try to organize people to try to bring about some change.
We were trying to get a shelter here in Elizabeth, and we were all outside in front of the mayor's office down in Trenton.
The coalition really worked hard to get the state to mandate that homeless children had to be taken into school.
Whatever problem that people have, if they can help them, they will help them, you know, and that touched my heart when I came, you know.
I was homeless. I lived in motels, shelters. I came from a abusive relationship. And the only thing I can say about the Elizabeth Coalition, they had saved my life.
They serve the community admirably. And the staff here, they don't look down their nose at you. They don't make you feel that you're a bum. They understand you. They treat you like a human being that's going through trials and tribulations. And that makes your situation that much better.
To see people who've come through here 5, 10, 15, 20 years and hear their stories and hear what this place meant to them in the reclaiming of their lives and the rebuilding of their lives. And not simply on the basis of a little service, not simply on the basis of a little moment, but on the basis of the full experience which they took in. They understood that they were in a community, in a world which at that moment felt hostile, in which they were on this little rubber lifeboat in the midst of a hurricane, and somewhere they found this safe port. And in that safe port, they were embraced.
And the coalition generally have saved so many people's lives from being a total disaster.
And it becomes a blessing in your life to the point that you don't want to stop coming here. At least once a week, once a month, you say hi to that people that gave you that first push. And now, thank God, I'm able now to have my apartment. I got my life back.
I'm so grateful for this place, and I'll never forget the place. I always said if I was to hit the lottery and they needed the funds, I would be there for them to keep this program going. Because without this program, I think this community would fall to its knees. I really do. I really, really do.